Right guys, so this is the setup that you're going to need to have in order to do the low banded bar muscle up drill. So first thing is you're going to set the barbell up on 2 J-hooks in and around chest height. So somewhere in around your upper chest, that's completely fine. Once you have that set, you're then going to come over with a band. You're going to start with the band out on the sleeve, the collar. You're then going to loop it in and around the rig, so just under the J-hook, up, over. Then swoop back over the J-hook, over the collar, and once you get to this stage, it's kind of just looping it back and forward. There's no real set way. And then until you have a little bit of band left, you can stretch that over the end of the collar and set it up like so. You're then going to need to place a medium band over the top of the barbell like so, and sort of set it just in and around where you would grab the bar. So now that we have the barbell set up safely on the rig and we have our medium band, we're going to show you how you get set up for this. So easiest way to go is pull the band down and sort of shimmy one leg in. Use this leg to pull the band down and climb into the band like so. We want the band placed sort of in your mid-thigh area, just sort of in around the hamstring. We don't want it anywhere near our hips or bum, simply because it puts us in an incorrect position to start from. So once we have that, we then sit down into the band. Toes or feet are slightly in front of the bar. My knees are lined over my ankles, my arms are straight, and my hips are behind the bar. From here, this is how you start each and every rep from this position. So the first thing is just dropping in. We'll do 3 to 5 reps so you can get a feel for the band and what it's like to drop in. So what we're going to do is hollow, swing, catch. So again, hollow, swing, catch. That's the first step. From here, when we progress this, we're going to then drop in. But now we're going to think about lifting our toes. So once we see our toes, opening our hips and turning over the bar. So at full speed, it will look like this. Drop in, toes, hips, press. So again, I'll do one more. Go into our start position. Dropping in, toes, hips, press. So one of the common things that we can also see done wrong on this drill is that you can do it, but whenever we actually watch the video back, you'll notice that you can do it with a closed hip. So you're not actually learning hip extension. You're kind of almost strict muscling over the top of the barbell. So we want to ensure that whenever we're doing this drill, we're really thinking about opening our hips to generate that energy to turn us over the bar, rather than a strict sort of bar muscle up turnover, which is what we want to avoid. Second thing, what we want to avoid is excessive use of bands. So if I couldn't, when you get a medium band, we don't just want to keep adding bands, because that doesn't actually help the movement. It actually makes it a little bit more difficult to feel the positions that you have to hit, because the bands just have so much bounce that it prevents you from learning how to hold that hollow in the drop in, how to press down in the bar, because the band is doing all the work. If you can't have or don't have this skill, it's just practice. There really isn't anything else to there isn't a regression to learn. It's just practice in this drill.